What's up, y'all? Listen, I had an amazing conversation today, and this wasn't a conversation that's part of my A Cup and Conversation video series that you see me do here. This was a conversation that I had through some other work that I do, and this is a man who's 84, 85 years old. He's a military veteran, served in the military for a little bit over 20 years, and then retired. And then in his civilian career, he had a corporate career where he worked for 20 plus years and then retired. And he was married for 60 years to what he described as the love of his life. And he was saying that his biggest regret is that they never got to travel and do the things that they said they were going to do once he retired, because she stood by him through all of that military, corporate career, the whole 9 yards. And now she's gone. And he said that that's the one thing that he regrets. And he was telling me, he said, I want to encourage you to do the things that you want to do. Don't put them off, because the people around you, they're not going to be here forever. You're not going to be here forever. And he was saying, if there's things that you want to do with people in your life, just do it. If you want to travel with someone, do it. If you want to, he was just basically saying, whatever it is that you want to do, don't put it off, because life is just too short. We know we can't get out of this life alive. And we forget, don't we? We get caught up in the jobs. We get caught up in so many things. Lord knows that social media is certainly here to distract us from the things that are really important in our lives. And when he said that, it's certainly, if you know me and know anything about me and follow me or watch anything that I've ever done, I'm always talking about, starting again, beginning again, pushing past the fear, don't be afraid of change. And he just like solidified that. It was such a great reminder for me. And I just want to encourage you, what are those things that you're putting off? What are those things that when you think about it, it makes your heart sing? Or maybe you see someone else doing some things on social media and you're like, man, I wish I could do that. Not in an envious way, but just like, man, I'm stuck in a job that I hate, or you're just not where you want to be spiritually. You're not, your your environment is not the way that you want it to be. Maybe you don't have, real friends in your corner. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But whatever it is for you, I want you today to start evaluating that and start really thinking about, what do you want to do? A lot of times we get caught up in, I don't have the money, I don't this, I don't that. Well, you can fix all of that. You can really fix all of that. Now, I can tell you, if you've known anything about me, I've gone to some amazing vacations. I've been so blessed to be able to do that and just literally travel the world. Now, there were times when I traveled, I'll tell y'all, there were plenty of times when I traveled and I had the money, it was no problem. But there were also times when I traveled when I didn't have the money and I just made it happen. Now, am I telling you to do something like that and put yourself in a bind? Heck no. But I can tell you this, that any vacation that I went on, and I didn't quite have them funds like I really wanted to have them, and I was moving this to move that and move that to move this, I don't regret it. I don't regret those vacations. I don't regret not one single experience that I had on any of those vacations, any of those experiences. It opened my mind. It literally just changed my perspective on life, on people, on everything. So if you're that person that's wanting to travel, wanting to take a vacation, heck, I don't care if you just take a weekend getaway someplace in the same state that you're in. Maybe maybe travel isn't your thing. I mean, I hope it is. I really hope that you don't allow yourself to live this life and not have traveled someplace. Get you a freaking passport. Get you a freaking passport and start planning on going someplace, okay? So don't be that person that's like, I don't want to travel out of the country because of whatever. Don't be that person. But aside from traveling, maybe you're stuck in a job that you hate. Fix that. Fix it. I started working when I was 13 years old. Now, I've worked a bunch of jobs. I've ran several businesses, right? But any job that I've ever had, I've never hated the job. I refuse to put my resume in to a company or a job that I don't want to be a part of. I refuse to do that. refuse. And if I've ever been on a job that I started out loving and I got to the point to where I really didn't like it, oh, I was out of there. I was out of there. And I feel very fortunate to say that I've never, any company or any job that I've ever left, I never left out of there where I hated the job or hated the people. Now, there were some people that pissed me off at some of those jobs. Absolutely. Really, probably only one job to be, truth be told. But I didn't hate what I was doing. I didn't hate the company. I didn't get to that point. It was just time for me to move on. So I want to encourage you. And I know, things are they say things are tight out here. Now, listen, I'm not downplaying. Everything is expensive. We know that it's inflation. It's here. It's not going away. It doesn't matter who's in office. It is not going away. These prices are not going away. There is not going to be some magic person that's going to get in the White House and wave their fairy dust, and all of a sudden, all these prices are going to come down back to 1964. It ain't going to happen, Captain. You have to be the one to determine what it is you want for yourself. You have to be the one. If you're not able to afford some things, figure out what you can do to afford it. Put together a spending plan. We waste so much money. We waste so much money. I bet if you put down a spending plan and really saw where your money was going and told your money what to do, I bet you find some extra money in some places that you didn't even realize. And when you get organized in your life, I'm always talking about decluttering and cleaning up things and creating a space for yourself that's clutter free. I bet if you start doing that and clean up your environment, your home, your car, your wallet, your purse, that's my thing, always talking about that. But I bet if you start finding that discipline and create a clutter free space, no matter where you are, work or play or at your home, or like I said before, your car or wherever, I bet your mind will become clearer and you can start generating some ideas that can help generate you some more money. So again, going back to what this gentleman said earlier, from this brief conversation, we probably talked maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, maybe something like that. But it was a very impactful conversation and it was a wonderful reminder. And I just wanted to get on here and share it with you. So, whatever it is that you want to do, start making it happen. Let today be your 2025. Don't wait for January to be that person to now start putting in those resolutions or start doing your vision board. Let today, because you may, tomorrow's not promised. You may not be here January 1. What can you do today to take you one step closer to the life that you really want to have? Just take one step. Take one step. I believe that when you take one step forward, when you move one step closer to God, He runs to you. And whatever it is that you want to have happen, He'll open the doors. He'll start showing you what direction you can go in. He'll start putting people in your place or in your path to help you get to where you want to get to. All you got to do is take the first step. So I want to encourage you to take the first step on behalf of that amazing gentleman that I had the esteemed privilege of having a fantastic and impactful conversation with. And I certainly hope that this helps you tonight. And with that being said, I'm going to finish my water and then I am going to lay it down and go to bed. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.